Welcome back to the Sports Beat. I know it's been a while, and I'm Nick Hamilton, and this is a new one for 2011. Got a lot of topics to discuss, so as you know, let's get right into it. Derrick Rose, is he the MVP? I would say absolutely yes, without a doubt. If you watch the performance in the clinic that he put on. Welcome back to the Sports Beat. I know it's been a while, and I'm Nick Hamilton, and this is a new one for 2011. Got a lot of topics to discuss, so as you know, let's get right into it. Derrick Rose, is he the MVP? I would say absolutely yes, without a doubt. If you watch the performance in the clinic that he put on Tuesday against the Atlanta Hawks and gave the Atlanta Hawks that beat him down, and even watching on the TNT broadcast, you had people chanting MVP in Atlanta. But he put on just a great clinic, and I do believe that Derrick Rose should get it hands down. There's nobody else in the running. Derrick Rose has been the favorite for a good while. I thought it was going to be Kevin Durant, but Derrick Rose has definitely swayed me on his team. So good luck with Derrick Rose. He absolutely deserves it. And the Bulls are number one in the Eastern Conference, ahead of the Celtics, the Heat, and the Magic. The Bulls are a year ahead of schedule. So we'll see, and time will tell how far they'll go in the playoffs. But I am not going to pick against them. I am not going to pick against them to win the Eastern Conference. Everybody's still picking the Celtics, but you have to understand, with the Celtics, there are a lot of key pieces missing. And the great Danny Ainge, quote unquote, and I put great in quotation marks, traded away one of their top players in Kendrick Perkins, who was pretty much the anchor of their defense to Oklahoma City, which I still don't understand that move. You also got rid of Nate Robinson, who helped out off the bench and gave them that boost of energy that the second unit definitely needed from the Boston bench to help out Rondo and give him his rest, and that way he can come off the bench again and get a better focus and have the team in the right place and position to win. But now you gave all that away, which I don't understand. Mind you, you're also missing Tom Thibodeau, who is your great assistant coach who did preach defense, who also was the blueprint of their defense, drawing it up on the pad. You're missing him, you're missing Marquise Daniels, and now you got a broken down Havel and Shaq, who's still injured and not playing. You got a sometime Jermaine O'Neal, who's always been battling injuries the last couple of years, and especially this season. So I'm not going to say that the Boston Celtics are the actual clear-cut favorites to still win the East. There's too many pieces missing. And then for the love of God, you signed Carlos Arroyo, who the Heat got rid of, and now you want to sign Carlos Arroyo as a backup to Rondo? Doesn't make any sense at all. You got Jeff Green, who's a solid player, and come off the bench, and I guess you're preparing for the future for him to play behind Paul Pierce. But the future is now, because as we all know, KG is actually 2 steps behind. He's a year older. So I don't know how they're going to combat that. It's mind-boggling. The Miami Heat, sometime. Chris Bosh acts like he wants to play every night. The Miami Heat would be in the number 2 seed and possibly give the Bulls a run for their money. But, you know, we have to wait and see how Chris Bosh is going to do. We already know what Dwayne Wade and LeBron James are capable of doing. That's not an issue. Orlando, suspect. They have nobody in the middle to back up Dwight Howard. Like, as I always said before, that trade to me is still mind-boggling that Otis Smith did. I understand the monetary reasons why he did the trade, but I don't see that going any further than probably the second round. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys out there. And you know me, I don't bullshit, so I'm just going to let you know. As far as the other side of it goes, a great matchup this past Tuesday with the Lakers and the Suns going into triple overtime. When is the last time we saw triple overtime, folks? We haven't in a long time. And we definitely got our money's worth. Whether you were at the game or watching it on TV, we definitely got our money's worth. And there's no question that Kobe Bryant, yes, is the number 1 guy in the league. The man dropped 42 points, 12 assists, and 12 rebounds and 9 assists. One shy of a triple-double in 3 overtimes. It was a great battle. It was a seesaw. It was a heavyweight fight, seesaw battle back and forth. I've never seen anything like it in my lifetime that I can recall. So hats off to the Lakers and the Suns. Fortunately, the Lakers prevailed, and they're still a game and a half up in the second spot in the Western Conference over Dallas. They're 6 behind San Antonio, who actually lost against the Denver Nuggets just last night. So the Lakers can possibly catch the San Antonio Spurs. Now with Duncan being on the injured list, him not playing, and they're old. They are very, very old, and their age is definitely showing down the stretch. So time will reveal again how far the San Antonio Spurs will go. As far as the Lakers, with everybody's saying, oh my God, you can't give away Derek Fisher. You can't let Derek Fisher go. You have to start him. Why the hell should we have to start Derek Fisher? I understand this season because Derek has been making some clutch shots. I mean, he did help them prevail over the Portland Trail Blazers a couple of nights ago. But let's be honest, he can't keep up with the point guards. I mean, he was getting bumped around in the Phoenix game off screens. He couldn't keep up. He couldn't keep up with Nash. He couldn't keep up. He can't keep up with the speedy guards of like CP3 or Darren Williams or Russell Westbrook or even Derrick Rose. He's not even the same category or class as Steve Nash or Jason Kidd. You know, he's old. And that backcourt is definitely showing his age. I mean, we all know Kobe is older, but he ain't lost a step. I don't care what they say. Kobe hasn't lost a step. I have to agree with Bomani Jones when he said Kobe has definitely gained 5 steps because he has. And he showed that the other night against Phoenix. So we'll see. I still say that the Lakers are the clear-cut favorite in the West, despite their record. I understand that they're the second seed right now, but that can all change. 11 games to go, 6 back at the Spurs. It's going to be exciting down the stretch. Another thing I want to touch on is the fact that the UConn coach, the women's coach, and the asinine comments once again he has made to the fans. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but fans, we kind of support the team. We're there, and we're the reason why we cheer on the team. We encourage them. We spend our hard-earned money, bottom line, on seeing our teams prevail. One thing you don't do is piss off the fans. Another thing you don't do is talk about the fans who've been there the whole entire year, and because one game you don't feel that you had 100% fan support, you want to trash them. Why would you do that? That only shows, number one, that Gino, you're not ready for the big time, because your own counterpart in Jim Calhoun would have never done anything that stupid. Yes, it's stupid. Nobody, Ben Howland wouldn't have done that. Coach K wouldn't have done that. Roy Williams wouldn't have done that. Any of your great college coaches would have not done that. So that tells me you're right where you belong, but you need some work, buddy. And last but not least, we lost 2 legends this week in the great Elizabeth Taylor, who was a wonderful actress and even greater humanitarian and philanthropist. So rest in peace to Elizabeth Taylor. You will be missed. And another legend, and Nate Dogg. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. He was 41 years old. He had suffered from 2 strokes about 3 or 4 years ago, and he just never recovered, unfortunately. So thoughts and prayers go out to his family and also the family of Elizabeth Taylor, who was 79 years old, by the way. What is crazy and mind-boggling to me is the fact that I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm seeing in various reports that his mom is having problems paying for the funeral. And to me, if you have multi-million-dollar friends and homies that you consider your homies, like Snoop Dogg, Dash, Corrupt, Warren G, Dr. Dre, Superfly, people like that who are claimed to be your friends and your homies, your mom should never have a problem with paying for funeral expenses, or the family should never have a problem with anything financial when you're making millions of dollars. Where are these people when you need them? That's shady. That looks a little shady. I don't know the whole story behind it, but from what I've been told and what I've seen, that's not a good look, y'all. You guys need to step it up and get it together. Because if that's really your friend, you ride with your friend to the end and you help out that family. There's nobody in my camp, any of my brothers, any woman, anybody in my family If I'm making millions of dollars and they needed help, there's no way they're gonna sit up there and ask for donations, and I'm still alive and I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna be able to help them out financially. There's no way in hell that's gonna happen. So on that note, thanks for joining me for the Sports Beat. We'll be back soon. I'm actually in the process of revamping the show, so you're going to see a whole lot of changes coming about. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I know it's been a while, you guys. Thank you so much. You can catch me on Twitter at Nick Hamilton LA, or catch me right here on YouTube at youtube.com/NH Experience TV. Speak to me. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what's going on. All right? I'm Nick Hamilton for the Sports Beat. Take care.